KTS Curry, aka 2 Active Curry as he's also called, is a 16-year-old member of the Lakeside gang KTS, which stands for Kill to Survive. KTS Curry, whose real name is Javante Cook, grew up in a single-parent household due to his father passing away at the hands of gun violence at a young age. His cousin TJ, KTS, and him would spend a lot of time growing up, leading to them jumping off the porch around the same time. The two's close bond would remain as they grew up, as will be seen later on. For KTS Curry, the beef would only start to escalate once his friend Melly, KTS, was shot and killed whilst hanging out with K3, KTS. The motive behind it was due to an online argument between ABK members and Melly. These messages have since, however, been deleted. Get back wouldn't take long, however, as just a short while after Melly's death, Curry would catch his first body, along with his cousin TJ. While out riding, they'd spot Duda, ABK, walking outside of a barber shop. They'd take this as an opportunity for revenge, as Duda was also believed to be the one who killed Melly. KTS Curry and TJ would creep up on Duda from behind a car and unleash a hail of bullets, which would kill Duda instantly. 2 others were also injured in the shootout, 1 civilian and 1 unknown ABK member. This ordeal was all caught by a witness's phone camera. It wouldn't take long for KTS Curry to catch his next body, as he'd get into an altercation at McDonald's which would end in the deaths of 3 people. Whilst out at McDonald's, Domo, ABK, and Peasy, ABK, would spot K3, Baby Wardy, KTS, Curry and Baby Drac, KTS, walking on the street. The 2 would fire at them and would eventually kill Baby Drac. However, the others returned fire and it'd be Curry who put the final bullets in both of the ABK members. This was captured on McDonald's security footage, but it has never been publicly released. KTS Curry's 4th body would follow in the form of an assist. This time across the street from McDonald's. While outside, K3, Baby Wardy and Curry would bump into Shaq, ABK, who was alone. They'd press him about his affiliation, to which it's rumored he wasn't responding. Witnesses reported the victim Shaq saying, "Lake Killa," before the men fired on him. Once he collapsed, Curry would stand over him and put 2 more in him, making sure he died. It is important to note that Shaq is not claimed by every member of ABK, though most people still accept this as an ABK death. As for the last body of Curry, it was against Tay5, ABK/Toss Gang, TJ Curry, and Lil Mir. KTS would coincidentally see Tay5 with Guapo, ABK, while chilling outside. Having recognized them, the three split up with TJ and Curry hiding behind a container and Lil Mir coming from a different angle. The surprise attack would work and the two would be shot down, with Guapo surviving his injuries. But Tay5 was not as lucky, as he'd pass away on the way to the hospital. But what goes around comes around. And in the case of Curry, he had to learn this the hard way. On Tuesday, the 5th of April, members of KTS were out riding. They'd get into a verbal back and forth with a man on the street who was of no affiliation and was a barber. It'd end in a bloodbath as shots rang out. The barber, who unbeknownst to them was carrying an ARP, would shoot Curry 6 times, leaving him bleeding out in front of an apartment building. The barber was never charged with anything as it was deemed self-defense.